It's been a hot minute. Mainly because I just had midterms, and it's kind of, you know, kind of a busy moment in a college student's life when you're studying and dying in a corner. But now I'm free, and I can give you the final technical episode of Our Fantastic Wonderland. I know the final one, technically, like last time, said finale, but this one's the extra ending, so... Extra episode! Woo! Hope you guys enjoy it. And by the way, before this starts, just gonna say, because I've been saying it, but at the end, and I want to say it at the beginning so you guys actually do it. For future stuff, I'm still gonna be doing covers, obviously, but for gaming, I have no idea what to fucking do. If you want me to do something, say it in the comment section, please. Visual novels preferred. Enjoy! So, got Ghent's ending. I do not have much time left. However, because I also want to see the screen filled in, and also I want to finish the entire game in one video, I'm gonna try to get the other two endings real quick while Asher is vanished. So I'm gonna probably just read the options that are different and skip ahead to the ending. So,
wow.
Yeah! Jump towards Ghent, gallantly. Wielding what little remaining strength he can point to his wobbling legs, aims like Ghent without thinking. And jumps. Cleric, what are you? But the prince doesn't have a chance to finish his question. In a flash, Ignatius is flushed against his chest, a flurry of white-robed limbs. Ghent pulls him in close on instinct, holding him tight as the bridge rocks and quakes around them. And only once tremors have subsided does his grip loosen. With a start, he grabs Ignatius' shoulders and pushes him away. Try and be more careful!
Sorry, it all happened so fast and I lost my balance.
The prince coughs, looks away. Then perhaps you should pay more attention. You do realize if we lose you, we lose a jewel, yes? Ignatius' gaze drops to the ground.
Sorry, you're right.
Hey, give the guy a break. He's doing his best. I still love you. Well, maybe his best isn't enough. Gendo's hand goes to the hilt of the sword. Want to see that again?
Guys, stop it. He's right. I'll be more careful.
The prince turns away with a huff. That is all I ask. Gendo snorts, but lets his hand fall back to his sides. Royal prick.
Look at you, Mr. Popular. What's that supposed to mean? No, nothing. Just a casual observation from a friend.
Up ahead, the prince clears his throat, loudly. If we're all done playing around, can we deal with this new problem we have on our hands? Skipping forward to the next choice of major importance.
Woohoo!
Help, Ghent. He moves on instinct, darting towards his left before his mind can talk himself out of it.
Whoa!
Wait. Oh, his left. Okay. Sorry.
Ghent!
Cleric? What are you doing?
Helping you?
I don't need your help!
You're bleeding!
It's just a flesh wound!
Shut up and let me heal you!
Go heal someone who needs it! The sheer fervor of his altercation is enough to confuse the surrounding rabbits, who spent a good 30 seconds just watching the back and forth riposts. At some point, however, they must realize they're missing an opening, because they raise their spears and come lunging in mass. Hickey, watch out! Ignatius is so thrown off by the use of his name, he barely has a chance to turn around. Before Ghent showing him out of the way. He's flying, before hitting the dirt hard. The impact taking his breath away, sending stars across his eyes. Once he's recovered his wits, he attempts to return to his feet.
Ghent.
Stay down! Do you want to lose your head?
Don't lose your head.
Did that peak?
No, I don't think so. I did better.
Yeah. The prince shoots him a glare between rapid-fire parries of his saber.
And you get all the glory? And let you get all the glory?
You stubborn! Something in this must throw the prince's rhythm off guard. Because in his flurry of parries, he misses an oncoming spear on his right. The side of it slams across his shoulder, setting the saber from his hand, his body spinning backwards into the ground.
Ghent!
Ignatius rushes to the prince's side, kneeling down next to him. But it's already too late. 2, 3, 4 spears already pointing to their heads. And then we skip. I will say, despite being slightly different, I will skip ahead past the part where the people disappear in Sacred Altar, because it's slightly different, but not different enough. How to the ever? I'm keeping this part in, because I just find this really funny. Carrots, small mistake made. The rest of the group turns around to look. But the warrior woman in question is nowhere in sight. Uh-oh, someone didn't catch that one. Moving on. But it's already too late. By the time he's facing backwards, Ghent is the only one standing beside him. Behind him, I can't talk. I'm beginning to grow mildly alarmed.
The feeling is more than mutual.
Another flicker. Followed by another. And then, the lights go out for good. Ignatius gives a little whine of terror and back until he hits the wall. Quiet for a moment. Quiet save the rapid beating of Ignatius' heart. It echoes up inside his head with a dull thrum. Then... Iggy?
Yeah?
Where are you? Somehow the sound of Ghent's voice seems to calm him. And despite the fear still gripping his frame, he manages to pull himself away from the wall.
I'm here.
He reaches forward in the darkness, groping. He hears something soft, jerks back, then reaches again. A clumsy meeting of fingers. Then their hands clasp together. It's silent for a moment. And how we, won't lose each other, at least.
Right.
Then they're moving forward. Just the two of them, down the corridor of endless darkness. Around them, the walls seem to undulate with invisible waves. A tangible sense of isolation singing on them. But Ignatius keeps his thoughts focused on Gent's hand. On soft feeling it between his fingers. A beacon of light, even a thick curtain of shadows that can strangle them. It's comforting. We're not to speak of this later, you know.
Of course not.
Just making sure. But Ignatius can't keep a small grin forming on his face at the words. Particularly when Gent's fingers tighten around his. He feels himself begin to ease somewhat. Yes, they'll be able to get through this. So long as they have each other. In fact, just regains some of confidence when he realizes Gent's hand is gone. He stops, reaches forward, flicks his arm out, increasingly panicked flourishes. But the prince is simply gone.
Ghent?
There's no response. And already Ignatius can feel himself start to curl in on himself. He's alone.
You can skip this.
So, yay!
Gidget? Gidget?
Oh yeah, real life too, yeah.
Natural change and ending. Woo!
Yow.
Get abused. Saber, that's through the air. Clanging against armor and spear. Carving through flesh and fur. From the roiling, raving din, Ghent appears.
Woo.
Fuck yeah. I love how badass all of them look.
Yeah, it's so cool.
He ascends the stairs to the throne. Stands over Ignatius, shoulders heaving and breath ragged.
You stay back. Stay back, I say. I said. Fuck.
Ghent smirks. I'll burn you alive for what you did, Rabbit. But fortunately for you, I have more important matters to attend to. Shush. He drops the saber to the ground with a clatter, then kneels down next to Ignatius. Can you move, Iggy?
I'm not sure.
Ghent grimaces. He seems to be trying to figure out something in his head. Then, finally, takes Ignatius into his arms.
Well, you're stronger than you look. Fucking twink.
Didn't you know? I got a black belt in Taekwondo back in the day.
Nerd.
Ignatius smirks, lets himself rest against Gent's chest all the same. Now then, shall we, as they say, give this place the slip?
Never say that again, please. I forgot he actually said that. Please don't ever say that again.
Ghent turns on his heels with a regal spin, throws a confident grin up into the air, then runs. Down through the din, the chaos and the smoke they run. Through the still panicking rabbits flying left and right. Through the falling rubble and the leaping flames. Back across the bridge as it begins to twist and turn and buckle. It's so fun to read. They reach the end just as a giant piece of ceiling breaks off. It takes out the hunk of ground in front of them. It leaves a gaping hole in its wake, flames licking up at the cracked edges. The workmanship of this place! My father would never give this place a permit!
Is that really what we should be worried about right now?
I'm venting my frustration through pointless and irrational commentary! Spins around, gauging left and right, searches for another way. But there isn't one. Already the rest of the platform is crumbling around them. And the gap is 5, 10, 20 times too far to leap. Perchance I should have put more thought into this. Even the bridge behind them is gone now. Great heaping chunks of it tumble off to join the molten pot below. The left stranded on a precariously balanced island in the middle. Why aren't you helping here?
What do you expect me to do?
I don't know, come up with something! Do something! Anything! So that we don't... Ignatius could see the glimmer of tears in Gent's eyes. Despite everything, though, Ignatius is calm.
Ghent.
Gent just growls, looks away.
Ghent.
What?!
It's okay. Remember what Jerry said? If I die, everything gets reset.
Am I not peeking somehow?
No.
I'm so surprised. I'm supposed to be your prince, Iggy! I was supposed to save you!
You'll always be my prince, Ghent.
It's a fun cue. 2 more giant chunks of their platform break off. The little platform is getting smaller and smaller. Really? Even after we go back?
Even after we go back.
Gent's lips start to tremble. Ignatius just smiles, bringing his hand up against cheek.
And I just want you to know, before everything resets, and we forget all that's ever happened, that you make me happy. Just the way you are. The real you.
Now Gent's cheeks are flooded with tears.
Keep it
Together, Gent! Keep it together, Gent! He smirks.
You don't need to be perfect all the time.
Oh, Iggy! Pulls Iggy in close, bring their lips together. At that moment, the platform beneath them gives. I hate that I put my mic when I was crying. Fuck. They're falling, clutching at each other. Clutching to each other. Twisting and turning as the air whips around them. Embers pricking at their skin. But they focus only on each other. And holding themselves so close they can't even breathe. It's coming. He just closes his eyes. Takes a deep breath. Then... Did I mess up the crying up on my mic?
No, it's fine.
Okay, good.
I don't think
And
we
we
can
skip.
skip through the... Oh, we can. And we can skip...
We can. Nope.
Don't worry, past me. We can just skip it in post. On to Orlam's ending.
Jump towards Orlam.
Whoa!
Pulling what little remaining strength he can put into his wobbling legs. He aims himself at Orlam without thinking, and jumps. His sudden approach must throw Orlam for a loop. Because in one second he's got his arms out, and the next he's attempting to jump out of the way. And yet he's unable to do either of these things. And Ignatius sends straight into them, sending both of them to the surface of the bridge. The impact takes Ignatius's breath away. That's all he can do to clutch his eyes shut until the quakes finally die down around them. 1 second. 2. Once everything has gone completely still, he opens his eyes. Only to see Orlam's face a few mere inches from his own.
The bridge is new for me, but I'm willing to try anything once.
Ignatius leaps immediately to his feet. Yeah, I would too.
Sorry, I lost my balance.
Orlam pushes himself back up with the dust of his thighs.
Oh yes, that's what they all say. Sorry, I tripped and fell and my dick landed in your...
Alright. Let's get this thing somewhat G-rated, shall we?
Maybe learn to control your pet then,
He's not my pet!
Oh, no, then. I'll have to keep this in mind.
Ignatius gulps at this. Smile Orlam directs at him sends an uncomfortable flush all the way up to his neck and cheeks. He jerks his way ahead. He jerks his head away in an attempt to disguise his growing discomfort. If you gentlemen are done messing around, we've got ourselves a new problem over here.
Skipping around at the speed of sound.
Help, Orlam. He moves on instinct. Right towards his left before his mind can talk about himself. Why are all of them his left? Stop out of it.
Gento was to his right. Orlam.
No, Genzo's to his left.
Wait, really?
Gent's to the right. Orlam's in front.
They all got
We all knew who
around.
Kara was thinking of. Yeah, we all knew who Kara was thinking of.
Orlam!
Orlam is suddenly nowhere to be found. Ignatius looks around in confusion as rabbits leap and scuffle around him. There's a thud to his front. And when he looks up, he sees a pair of yellow eyes staring straight at him.
Hi there.
He takes a step backwards. The rabbit takes a step forwards. Snarls. Then charges. Just before the rabbit sends the point of his spear straight through his stomach. He's flying through the air. Orlam has him hooked in against him. And they're leaping, diving, slicing through the air. So fast, since Ignatius' head spinning. Once they come to a stop, Orlam grabs Ignatius' shoulder with a harried shake.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Helping you? help.
Orlam brings his hands to his hair with a frustrated grimace. But he doesn't have a chance to say anything further, because another rabbits are lunging at them. Orlam grabs Ignatius by the wrist and takes another flying leap to the left. That's back dodging spears, evading claws, digging under boots. But Ignatius can tell that Orlam is getting tired. His sidesteps lack the vivacity shown at the beginning of the fight. And they're not moving quite as fast, slowing him down. The sooner as his thought lets his mind, then Orlam must make miscalculations. Because they go careening to the broad front plate of the especially large rabbit. It's a dull thud as they fall back on their asses in the dirt.
Shit.
Orlam wobbles to his feet as quickly as he can.
Shit.
But already they're completely surrounded. A wall of rabbits on all sides. And moving closer and closer. That's when Ignatius notices it. A flicker around Orlam's frame.
Yeah.
Like some sort of glitching veil. And the Orlam he sees through it looks different from the Orlam in front of his face. His eyes are yellowish green, pupils red at their centers. What the? Could be some kind of
Now to the next scene!
But it's already too late. I'm gone now. Time is facing backward. Orlam is the only one standing behind him. Orlam looks to his left. His right. Displays his arms in apparent apathetic acceptance of their fate.
And then there were two.
Just two of us!
Just two of us! Look closely. Okay.
It's hit the edge, you'll see!
Okay. Aren't you at all concerned by this? I'm used to being alone in the dark with strange men.
You're the reason this game has an adult language warning. It's you. Like, I thought it would be Genzo. Nah, it's you.
It's both of them.
Mostly
You're not
Orlam.
helping the situation.
There's another flicker. Followed by another. And then, the lights go out for good. Ignatius gives a little whine of terror as he steps back until he hits the wall. It's quiet for a moment. Quiet save the rapid beating of his heart. It echoes up inside his head with a dull thrum. Then, he hears Orlam sigh. Footsteps. There's a hand on his.
Come on.
Orlam's fingers curl around his. Bony and rough, just a little bit sweaty. Ew, why'd you tell us that?
Attaching yourself to a wall like a leech will get us nowhere. But I can't even see anything. I can see for the both of us.
Tug. Firm but gentle at the same time. Ignatius furrows his brows. But finally allows himself to be pulled away from the wall the same.
There you go.
Orlam's thumb runs up the side of his hand. And Ignatius immediately feels a flush rise to his cheek.
Stop that!
A laugh.
Just easing the tension is all. That's not easing anything. No, but look at you.
He can't. It's dark.
Yeah, it's... whatever. Walking along like a capable human being through this dark, scary corridor.
It's true. He is walking now. And he's completely forgotten about the fear gripping his heart. At least momentarily. He bites down on his tongue with a flustered huff. And then they're moving forward again. Just the two of them, down the corridor of endless darkness. Around them, the walls seem to undulate with invisible waves. A tangible sense of isolation closing in on them. But Ignatius keeps his hand... His what?
His war?
Ignatius keeps his thoughts focused on Orlam's hand. On the rough feeling of it between his fingers. A beacon of light, even in the thick curtain of shadow threatening to strangle them. There's something almost familiar about it. About all of this. Their hands connected. Orlam's teasing comments. Always trying to get a rise out of him. And him putting up with it. Maybe even liking it. Oh god, no.
Dear fucking lord.
Just a bit. But that puts him at ease somehow. Something to focus on besides the walls of darkness, at least. In fact, he's just beginning to regain some of his composure when he realizes Orlam's hand is gone. He stops, reaches forward, swings his arm out and increasingly panicked flourishes, but Orlam is simply gone.
Orlam?
There's no response. And already Ignatius can feel himself starting to curl in on himself.
Orlam?
Goodbye.
Woohoo!
Time for Orlam's ending!
So funny.
Teeth. Ripping into something. Sorry, it starts immediately. Flesh and cloth and fur. The slump of bodies falling to the ground. From the roiling, raving din,
Orlam appears. Oh, that's actually really cool.
I know, right?
That's actually badass.
He's some sort of cannibalistic monster, and it's kind of cool.
It's kind of true. He ascends the stairs to the throne, but he looks different now. The Orlam Iggy saw earlier during their fight with the rabbits. He stands over Ignatius, eyes on Jerry. Commit a murder.
You stay back. Stay back, I said.
Oh yeah, me making you Jerry caused this to happen. Whoops.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Orlam's body gives a shudder. Then his shoulders fall ever so slightly. An impish grin spreads across his face.
As much pleasure. Pleasure?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Pleasure?
As much pleasure as it would bring me to devour you whole. Your look of despair as your pathetic kingdom crumbles around you is reward enough. Now, go piss yourself somewhere else before I change my mind.
He drops to his knees next to Try that again. He drops to his knees next to Ignatius. Tries to pull him up into his arms. Then must think better of it.
You're going to need to get on my back. I'm not sure I have the arm strength.
Ignatius just nods. And Orlam turns around. He uses what energy he has left to climb into the imp's back. Orlam stands with a little wobble, barely having some trouble.
Fun. Are you alright? I'm fine.
Orlam grunts. Repositions Ignis?
Ignis?
Repositions Ignatius on his back.
Why do your eyes... Oh, did it wear off? Should have figured. Hard to keep up the spell when I'm saving defenseless clerics from certain death. At any rate, we should probably be trying to liberate ourselves of this hellish place, yes?
He shoots a final smirk at Jerry, who turns to look with a frightened yelp. Then with a little hop skip to get himself moving, he runs.
If I had a nickel for every time I flirted with myself.
Down, down, down through the din, the chaos and the smoke they run. Through the still panicking rabbits flying left and right. Through the falling rubble and leaping flames. Back across the bridge as it begins to twist and turn and buckle. Hee
Buckle. Ah.
Oh my god. They reach the edge as a giant piece of ceiling breaks off. It takes out the hunk of the ground in front of them. It leaves a gaping hole in its wake, flames licking up at the cracked edges.
Well, that puts a bit of a damper on that daring escape.
There's nowhere to go. Already the rest of the platform is crumbling around them. And the gap is 5, 10, 20 times too far to leap. Bone turns around. Curses beneath his breath. Even the bridge behind them was gone. Great heaping chunks of it tumbling off to join the molten pot below. They're left stranded on a precariously balanced island in the middle.
Dead end, I suppose. Looks like you won't have to detain me with any grandiose shows of gratitude after all.
Ignatius pushes his face to the back of Orlam's neck. He's supposed to feel him shaking. Or supposed to. He's surprised to feel him shaking, just ever so slightly.
It's okay. Not everyone is cut out to be a hero. Certainly not me. I turned British. Orlam. Nah, that would sound weird. It's not too late to wish one of the others back, is it? I'm sure one of them could actually save you. Orlam. What? Put me down. Why would I... Just do it!
Oh yeah. Orlam grumbles beneath his breath, but does as he's told. I have to read.
It's so
Dropping
hard.
to his knees so Ignatius can roll off into the trembling earth. As if in sync, 2 more giant chunks of the bridge break off. The little platform is getting smaller and smaller. Ignatius raises his arms.
Come here.
Orlam's brow twitches and he coughs into his hand. But he eventually complies, sliding into Ignatius' lap.
Another bridge. Must just be our thing. I did say I was willing to try anything once.
Now you try it twice.
Well,
Ignatius feels the flush rise to his cheeks, but fights it off with a shake of his head. He buries his head in Orlam's chest instead, wrapping his arms around his waist. Orlam just sighs and rests his hand on the back of Ignatius' head. He stares off at the crumbling world around them.
this is how it all ends then, is it? It's okay. Remember what Jerry said? If I die, everything gets reset. Reset. But I just wanted to tell you before that happens before we forget all this ever happened, that you make me happy.
Orlam stops, blinks, looks down the back of Ignatius' head.
Say that again.
Okay, that is cute.
I know, right?
That is, aw. But somehow it makes Ignatius shy. And when he says it again next, his voice shrinks in on itself.
You make me happy.
Orlam smirks at this. He tucks back Ignatius' head so he can look down at him.
Is that so? Then I suppose you wouldn't mind if I left you with something to forget soon anyway.
Dude, you're covered in blood. I wouldn't want to. Orlam dips down, presses their lips together. And Ignatius' eyes go as wide as Denise's. At that moment, however, the platform beneath them gives. Okay, that is a cute. Falling. They're falling. Clutching at each other. Clutching to each other. Twisting and turning as the air whips around them. Embers pricking at their skin. They focus only on each other. And holding themselves so close they can't even breathe. Coming. Ignatius closes his eyes. Takes a deep breath. Then... I can skip. Then I can skip. Alright?
Sorry, that was a little aggressive.
Skipping to the outro! Also, I fully realized I accidentally skipped the 2 CGs that are special for each route, so here they are. Stare at them. Woo!
And that's the full screen!
Woo!
We did it! I did it. Asher's already played it. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe! And also, if you like music stuff, I do that way more often. I have a virtual ensembles working on things. We have a cover that I'm about to release, actually. It might be either before or after this. Madness of the Duke of Venomania.
That dated this video, didn't it? Yeah, that song came out on July 8th. This was recorded before I was 18. This was recorded in June. For an actual hint of what I'm doing, the next song I'm probably going to release is Romeo and Cinderella. That or Shanty. Jesus Christ, it's been so long since I posted things. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you guys liked hearing his voice act, we'll do it maybe again. If you want us to play certain games, I guess comment that. I don't know if I'm good at commentary, but if you want us to hear me talk again, then I can do that. I'll make sure it's ones I haven't played before, though. Let's see what you guys want to see that, because if I've played it before, then I won't have good commentary. Unless Asher hasn't played it, then by all means, tell us all the things you want us to play. So yeah, that was that. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!